Give me a minute and I'll give you an update on this guy. So I had posted a video of this guy. He was at the Wagner Cemetery in Nikolaivka, and he showed how all the grave markers had been removed, that the plots had been plowed under, and he was outraged. How dare they treat these heroes that way? That's what he said in his video. And I covered that maybe 3 weeks ago or so. Well, today he's back at the cemetery, and look at this. He tells us that everything here is beautiful and that the wooden crosses have been replaced by these beautiful pyramid markers that bear a striking resemblance to dragon's teeth. I don't even want to get into that. And further, all those spiteful people out there who misinterpreted all the damn news. Now, wait a minute, pal. You were the one that came on here screaming about injustice, screaming about disrespect, screaming about sacrilege. But now you're back and everything's beautiful. And not only is everything beautiful, everything will be Russia. Interesting. And you're wearing your Wagner PMC shirt, which curiously is in English, not in Cyrillic, which is very curious to me. So guys, I don't know what's going on here. I really don't. Is this guy, given the levels of restrictions on free speech inside Russia, was the first video a setup? Was this guy told to make a stink and then show that, it was just bullshit? Because if the plan had been to upgrade the cemetery in any normal world, you'd have a sign there saying, please forgive our appearance. We're making the place better, more beautiful. New headstones are coming to replace the temporary crosses. Something to that effect. But instead, we get a video from this guy pissed, and now we get a video from this guy pissed at everybody who listened to him. This is what the Russians do. We don't know if this guy was a plant and the first video was a setup to be knocked down by this one, or if this guy got taken in a back room and beaten for putting out the first video, and now they said, okay, let's do some damage control. We'll take the tops off some Coke cones. We'll paint them to look like they're marble, and we'll stick them in the ground, and we'll get them to do this. I don't know. I don't know what's true. And that's what happens when you're dealing with the Russian Federation. The stuff that comes out from the government is so impossible to figure out what might be true that people give up. Well, what we do know for sure is that maybe this cemetery is in okay shape. But what we do definitely know is that all the Russian Wagner troops that are in Russia trying to get medical treatment right now have been thrown out of the hospital and aren't getting any. And their wives aren't getting death benefits. And the prisoners that were supposed to get pardons aren't getting the pardons. So whatever piece of bullshit Russian propaganda this is, or whatever it's supposed to do, it's irrelevant to the casual suffering that's imposed on Russians every day by a government that does not care about them and wants to distract them with bullshit like this from the fact that the people at the top are stealing everything they possibly can, and that's why they are poor. That's reality.